God's name are we doing? What? Our lives. What kind of lives are these?
Try to relax your anus.
Good morning, my neighbors! Hey, fuck you! Yes! Yes! Fuck you too!
Alright, so bend over and show me your butthole.
Last night I had the worst night ever.
Finally! Creepy shits!
Can you dig it? Can you dig it? Can you dig it?
Welcome to the best show to hear some tasty tracks, hosted by the world's okayest DJ, John Williams. Now presenting Keep Tunes Alive.
What's happening, everybody? Hello. Good to see y'all. It's been a minute since I've been on Twitch. Welcome in, everybody viewing live on Twitch. This is my podcast, Keep Tunes Alive. Welcome in, everybody. Happy Tuesday to you all. Happy Tuesday to everybody viewing live on Twitch. Happy wherever you are. If you're viewing this live later on YouTube, at DJ John Williams 78 on YouTube. Thank you so much for hanging out with me here. And if you're listening to this on audio, SoundCloud at DJ John Williams on there as well. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Today, man, this mic stand's going to be the death of me. Can you hear the string or the springs? God, I gotta get new stuff here. That's gonna drive me nuts. I'm sorry, everybody, if you can hear that. It's not intentional at all. Yeah, I'm gonna eat this sucker. Right across the room. For today's episode 18, and it's quite fitting and pure coincidence when I'm doing this. It's my last day of my vacation here. On July the 21st, 2026, it is Ian Thornley's birthday. He's 54 years young, and he is the frontman for the rock quartet Big Wreck. If you don't know who Big Wreck is, you're about to find out. Ian... and I'm going to shine the spotlight mainly on, well, I shouldn't say mainly on Ian, but partially on Ian, because he's had other works. Besides Big Wreck, he had his own emulation of Big Wreck as a solo rock project dubbed Thornley. They had a little bit of a run there in the mid to late 2000s, going into the 2010s. And then he had another project, which he dubbed Ian Fletcher Thornley, which is his full name. He released a solo album of the lighter kind of stuff, like the more folky stuff that he's written. He's probably the most underrated talent, songwriting talent, and pure musicianship. That's the word I was looking for. Talent, whatever skill, whatever you want to call it. He's truly blessed individual. That's all I'm going to say. If you haven't seen Big Wreck live, I highly suggest that you do. They tend to be more of a jam type of band when they play live. If they're not headlining, then they still open up for people. They're like bigger bands, of course. But if you get to see Ian and his band in a pub or a club type of situation, not in a stadium or at a festival, well, maybe at a festival is okay there too, they tend to jam out. Like Ian's known for going on little ditties on stage with his guitar for like 20 minutes. And I've seen it live many a time. I think this is the most times I've ever seen a band was Big Wreck. I think it's going on 7 or 8 times, including the Thornley stuff. Absolute treat to see live. He's such a talented individual. So happy birthday to Ian Thornley. This is for you, my friend. Don't know if I ever want to meet him in person, because you know what they say about meeting your heroes, and if they're having a bad day and whatnot, you never know. Like, just there's always that fear, like, oh my God, he's going to be a douchebag, or he thinks I'm going to be like the biggest, like craziest person ever. And when I try to meet celebrities or musicians or whoever, you know, that have had that ilk of being famous, quote unquote, I try to keep it cool, because I try to put myself in their shoes and think, oh God, this person's like, you know, a stage 5 clinger and it's going to make a skin suit out of me, yada, yada, yada. You know, I know I'm going way off on a tangent here, but I don't know if I want to meet my music heroes. Just saying, you know, and no slight to Ian or any of my other music heroes for that matter. It's just, you never know how they're going to react, right? You never know. But this is my thank you to Ian, though. Thank you so much for the music, my friend. And gonna start, I hope I can do this in chronological order. Him and his band started in Boston in the in the midnight? I know in the early 1990s, pardon me. I did pull up all his whatchamacallit here, all his stuff here on Wikipedia's. So once again, I tried to do a little bit of show prep. I tried to put all the albums in order, which I completely screwed up here on my Serato. So my apologies, everybody, if it's a little bit out of whack. Excuse me. But they did form in 1992. It was formed by Ian Thornley and founding member Brian Doherty at the Berklee College of Music. And if you know what Berklee College of Music is, it's a very prestigious school. Just 1 second here, everybody. Anyways, yeah, very prestigious school, and the band members all met there. They rounded out with Dave Henning and Forrest Williams. Dave was on bass, and Forrest was on the drums. They slowly gained steam once they signed to Atlantic Records. I do believe it was in 1996. They settled upon the name Big Wreck in 1984 after something went wrong during a rehearsal session, and Doherty exclaimed that session was a big wreck. Pretty simple. Pretty simple. In early 1995, the band recorded and released their first known demo tape, which featured six songs, one of them including the original recording of Oprah Emphasizing, which is the last track on their debut album, In Loving Memory Of. And they released it in 1997 on Atlantic Records. If I could talk, that'd be great. Still working on my speech skills, everybody. And speaking of which, I'm going to play their most, I guess it'd be their most famous track to date, which was their debut single off of that record. The first time I heard it, I was just like, this sounds good. just like, you know, the echoing delayed guitar. It was kind of Edge-like. But anyways, enough of me talking. Let's get to the music. The Oath, off of In Loving Memory Of, by the one and only Big Wreck. Ladylike off of The Pleasure and the Greed. Keep tunes alive. Welcome in, everybody. This is my love letter to music, episode 18. And once again, we are taking a look-see at the birthday boy himself and the many works that he did there, Mr. Ian Thornley and Big Wreck, mainly here. That last song was off of Pleasure and the Greed. It was released in 2001. It didn't fare too well, and they eventually got dropped off of their record label, Atlantic Records. They did have a nice little run with in memory of loving memory of. Pardon me. I remember the first time I saw them live. It was at the Edmonton Convention Center, actually for my birthday, if I'm not mistaken. No, it was for my buddy's birthday. Anyways, I got to see him with the Mayfield Four and the Watchmen, in which Danny Greaves and Ian, they're great friends. They both live in Toronto. Danny's originally from Winnipeg, and the Watchmen themselves. And Ian got to be really good friends with their bass player as well. Well, they're all friends, anyways. He got really good friends with Ken Tizard, who was the bass player from the Watchmen, and wound up marrying his sister. They were no longer married, I guess. Long story short, I'm not going to get into the nuts and bolts of it, but after 2001, they did a limited run, touring run that is, and then they got dropped by their label. Ian kind of disbanded the group and wanted to do a super group and invited Ken in. And they formed this super group in 2002. Tavis Stanley was also on the guitar, along with a young session drummer by the name of Sekou Lumumba, who wound up full circle. He started out with Ian in this Thornley project, and then eventually wound up with Big Wreck in the end. Ian brought him back. I'll get to that in a bit, but they had sessions. And they finally got signed to Chad Kroeger of Nickelback's label 604 Records out of Vancouver. And they released 2 albums. The first one is Come Again. Or no, pardon me. Hang on a sec here. thought I'm way ahead of myself here. Yeah, the first album was named Come Again. It was released in 2004. And then their second album, Tiny Pictures, which was released in 2009, I do believe here. 2008. Yes. No, 2009. Yeah, Tiny Pictures released in 2009. The first record, I remember seeing it with a really good friend of mine. I remember seeing Ian Thornley with his supergroup live at a little club in Edmonton. And my buddy Chris, he points to the stage and points at Ian. He goes, "That's a fucking rock star right there." I was blown away. Like their presence on stage was second to none. It was bombastic. It was a more heavier version of the stuff that Ian originally did with Big Wreck. Not knocking, their earlier works. Their Inhale off of The Pleasure and the Greed is pretty bombastic too. But this was another level. They stepped it up. They the label kind of pushed pretty hard the record there, and they even wound up. I know there's a video of their performance of Come Again on Jay Leno. They did a spot there on Tonight Show with Jay Leno. And Ian looked super fucking nervous. It was kind of hilarious. It was a very stoic performance. I'll just put it at that, but wasn't very. Yeah. Anyways, moving right along. I wanted to play a couple tracks from the Thornley days. This one here. Actually, both the tracks I got here are right off of. Let's see here. Yeah, I got. Both these tracks are off of their first release, Come Again. This one here, actually they're both D-cups there too. Both of these they're pretty bombastic. These are two of the heaviest tracks off that record, and I got to play it for you guys. So here we go. Conscience and Consequence and Easy Comes from Thornley, right here on Keep Tunes Alive.
Ask me if I'll burn, but not on the outside. Ooh, ask me if I dream alone with you there beside me. The less that you know, it seems the further we can go from today. Gotta Every mother wants a good son, and every son wants to be one. But no, you know I'm always on the run, trying to finish just what I've begun. Hell no, 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 not again. I said, hell no, 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 not again. So everybody wants a lover, and they're too scared to discover. And everybody wants a handout for every little thing that sneaks its way out. Hell no, 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 not again. Yeah. Hell no, 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 not again. I'll never finish what I began. Every mother wants a good son. Every son wants to be one.
Good Son by Thornley on Keep Tunes Alive. And the one before that was aptly named called Britpop. Those two tunes were unreleased. I hope I don't get in crap for playing those. I don't think I will, because I looked up Thornley's catalog thingy on the DJ look no-go list here on Twitch, and it sounds like there was nothing that popped up, so I guess I'm in the clear. So, and the two tunes before that, I messed them up. Easy Comes is off of Come Again, and Conscience and Consequences off of Tiny Pictures. Those songs are from like the mid to late 2000s and into the 2010s with Ian Thornley's discography. So check that out. Like, there's a lot of good stuff there. A lot of good stuff in total. Excuse me. Quite professional burping here. But yeah, just really, really good material. Really, really good stuff. I tend to look towards Ian as like the Jimi Hendrix of Canada. That's the best way I can describe his music to people. Like, he had the opportunity of being the frontman of Velvet Revolver, believe it or not. If you know the band Velvet Revolver, Scott Weiland of Stone Temple Pilots ilk, he fronted the band, but originally Slash went to Ian and said, hey, you want to front this band? Like, it's going to be big. And the label stepped in and said, yeah, Ian can be in the band, but he can't play guitar. And Ian's just like, I can't stand there and sing, man. I need the guitar in my hands. And he ultimately turned it down. He just said, it's not for me. And he was quite humble about it. He just said, thanks, Slash. I appreciate it. and Slash was cool with it, you know. Slash loves Canadians, by the way. His solo works there, Slash and the Conspirators. He's got Todd Dammit Kearns playing bass in his band. So hey, shout out to Slash, by the way. He's talk about a legend. And when you get recruited by a legend like him, like both great guitar players, Slash and his own ilk there with Guns N' Roses alone, outstanding stuff. But Ian is like Canada's best kept secret, right next to the Tragically Hip. So it's a bloody shame that he doesn't, or his musicianship isn't shown on the world stage. And most people, you know, like there's bands out there, like you got to look at them and go, how come they're not bigger? Like, how come they're not more popular? And a lot of it has to do with timing, you know? So it's kind of timing and luck, right? So, but I'm glad that he had made a career out of the original Big Wreck stuff. And in 2012, Brian Doherty, like Tavis Stanley left the band, and there was a couple of guitarists that, you know, came and went out of Ian's Thornley project, and he got Brian to come back. Brian really missed playing live with Ian again, so that set up the works to form Big Wreck back together again. It was kind of weird, but it was Big Wreck with Ian Thornley, or I think it was along the lines of that, or something along the lines of that anyways. But in 2012, they released their comeback album, I guess you could call it, or whatever, or reintroduction album called Albatross. And I'm going to play a live version of that here. Oh, man, here we go. He's got a really good relationship with John Suhr. If you don't know who John Suhr is, he's a very well-known luthier, a guitar maker. So here we go. A little bit of Big Wreck, Albatross, live at the Suhr Guitar Factory, back in 2015, I do believe.
Thank you.
Alright. Summer swells to a close. Your skin still kinda glows even at night. It's just a couple of moments to get past, and one or two of the moments that never lasted. That's alright. Yeah. I said, remember how sticky it used to get, rolling, swimming in each other's sweat, and that was alright. Oh. And now your classroom gets a little dark, and girls will be girls, yeah, they leave a mark. We'll hold it up to the light, because the melody don't sit quite right. When you go, know the reason why you take those moments, sing them out like a lullaby. This is gold, alright. Let's kill those wishes, make it look like suicide. In a sarcastic way, I thought I heard you say that you were alright. But they had such beautiful faces, and we were in such beautiful places. I wanna stay there all night. And then one more candle, one less. It's over, yeah, it's over, yeah, it's over. It's all over the place, and then another glass room gets a little dark, and girls will be girls, yeah, they leave a mark. We're holding it up to the light, because the melody don't sit quite right. When you go, know the reason why you take those moments, sing them out like a lullaby. This is gold, alright. Let's kill those wishes, make it look like suicide. One more reason to get a little cold. One more season, hey, you're getting old. Oh, there's one more headache that never goes away. The past starts bleeding, you look the other way, and now the glass room gets a little dark. The girls will be girls, yeah, they leave a mark. We're holding it up to the light, because the melody don't fit quite right. But when you go, I know the reasons why you take those moments with you, sing them out like a lullaby. And this is gold, I'm high as a pine. I kill those wishes, baby, dress them up in a suit and tie. When you go, this is gold. But when you go, the reasons why you take those moments and roll them out like a lullaby. This is gold, alright. what you think of me, I cannot control. So many faults, so many blames, I can't wait to erase. With all the clues you left for me, I still ain't cracked the case. And while memories of family keep screaming in your face, all the tiny pictures that you've lost, all the tiny pictures that fade away, gone, 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 they fade away. I'll fade away. Sometimes all the flames go to the moth. I know we've always been cut from the same cloth. So many faults, so many blames, I can't wait to erase. With all the clues you left for me, I still ain't cracked the case. While memories of family keep screaming in your face, all the tiny pictures that you've lost, all the tiny pictures fade away, gone, 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 they fade away, fade so many faults, so many blames, I can't wait to erase. With all the clues you left for me, I still ain't cracked the case. And while memories of family keep screaming in your face, all the tiny pictures that you lost, all the tiny pictures will fade away.
Fade Away, originally recorded in 2009 sessions there for Tiny Pictures. It never made the cut there on Thornley's last album there with 604 Records. Keep Tunes Live. Welcome in, everybody. Appreciate everybody hanging out there in the shadows, all the lurkers, all the workers, all the smokers, all the drinkers, all the risk takers, all the degenerates, freaks and geeks. I see you all. Thank you so much for hanging out with me here live on Twitch. Or if you're watching this later on YouTube, thank you so much. And if you're listening to this on SoundCloud, the audio portion of it, thank you so much for listening. Appreciate you all. Up next, pardon me, that last track, Fade Away, especially. They released it on the 20th anniversary edition, or whatever it was called there. I can't remember. It was a special edition on Spotify, and I had to play it because it's such a good song. If you've seen the original music video for that song, it's up on YouTube, actually. He wrote a lot of good songs during that Tiny Pictures sessions, like just unbelievable, very grassroots, almost lean towards folk. I failed to mention Ian's influences are from, like, they're varied. They're from, like, Supertramp and Bruce Springsteen, Bruce Coburn, to the likes of Ry Coder on the slide guitar. Huge appreciator of Ry Coder. If you don't know who Ry Coder is, please go check him out. He's different. He's kind of like a Brian Eno, but try to picture Brian Eno, but playing slide guitar. Very blues based, White Lightning. If you haven't seen the movie Crossroads, the 1986 one with Ralph Macchio, he plays slide guitar. He did all the slide work for all the audio tracks. Every time you see Ralph Macchio playing the guitar, that's not Ralph. That's Ry Coder playing the guitar. Believe it or not, folks. And Ian is such a high appreciator of Ry Coder. You can tell in his playing. Watching Ian play slide guitar is just, it's absolutely awesome. I can't say enough good things about the lad, honestly. Like, he can do it all. He can play. He's kind of like a Dave Grohl. He can sing. He can play guitar. He can play piano. He can play any kind of instrument. Actually, stemming back to his high school days, I think he played synths in a cover band, if I'm not mistaken, when he was in Toronto. I forget the name of the group there. And Ian was, just, it was kind of like Trent Reznor, like, kind of same thing, just playing the keyboards with the late 80s style hairdo and all that kind of stuff there too, and early 90s type of stuff. I seen it once on Much Music and I just about died laughing. I'm like, I remember those days. Up next, I'm gonna play. I got to kind of cut corners here because I want to just give everybody a taste of the entire catalog rather than just play a couple cuts, and then say call it a day type of deal. But anyways, I wanted to play a cut off of the 2014 offering of Ghosts called Hey Mama. It's very bluesy, I guess. And then off of 2017's oh man, geez, my brain's going off the deep end here. Gray Street, 2008. It was released in 2017. Gray Street. Gray Street is a little more technical. I thought it felt short. Personally, as a fan, I thought it fell short, but I understand what Ian was doing there. He wanted to put forth an offering that really showcased his chops on the guitar. And boy, did it ever! Like, just a lot of plucking, a lot of finger work. So I'm gonna play a cut off of Ghosts called Hey Mama, and then we're gonna go to Gray Street with the Arborist, right here on Keep Tunes Live.
Hey, mama, hear me holler. failed to love. She forgot about forever. I'm stuck in yesterday. She forgot about forever. I'm stuck in yesterday. She forgot about forever, and I'm stuck with yesterday. She forgot about forever, and I'm stuck with yesterday. She forgot about forever, and I'm stuck with yesterday. She forgot about forever, and I'm stuck with today. This walk through life is harder than it used to be. We're scorching weeds to keep them from growing. The acid soil pulling up roots, relocate to a garden bed that's fertile and free. But watch what you're stepping on and who bears the line. When there's always a weasel or two and snakes out at night. But I turn towards the sun, feel so at ease, and I beg your pardon. Roll but never run, get your routines of the humble-hearted. They stood battered and bruised without below. With witches bloom, it's time to fell. The autumn wind blows with a sign of what's to come. Break those leaves and draw the blinds. Oh, you've always been what you're becoming, and I can't bear to watch. So I turn towards the sun, feel so at ease, and I beg you. We set them up, now watch them fall away. If we were strolling through memories, we can't pollinate the good ones, we somehow pull them bad. We set them up and watch them fall away. Fall away. I've seen submarines sink and watched a blind girl wink. From time to time we all get weak, and it still makes me stop and think. So all the ones that I called when everything's stolen or stalled, you tell me who needs a drink. Ooh, it still makes me stop and think. It's beautiful, perfect, and more like some romantic folklore. The ship I sail will always sink, and it still makes me stop and think. So all aboard, all are gone. It still makes me stop and think. Watch you battle with a bottle till you lose that fight. Start a war with your woman for one more night. But you and me, baby, look how far we've come, and I still feel like I wanna get me some. Just say where, just say when, if you're in. It'd be nice if you let me in now and then. It's enough just to know I can. Too long in a place I despise, with the grand hellos, no goodbyes. You swallow and hold your stake in pride, take compromise for one hell of a ride. Just say where, just say when, if you're in. And it's alright to be wrong now and then. And it's enough just to know I can. Well, it's enough just to know I can. Just say where, just say when, if you're in. And it'd be nice if you let me win now and then. Well, it's enough just to know I can. One more riddle in the middle of the night. If you're everywhere, where do you hide? But you and me, baby, look how far we've come. I still feel like I gotta get me some. Well, it's enough just to know I can. And it's enough just to know I can. Well, it's enough just to know I can. Well, it's enough just to know you're my friend.
God, that's a good tune. Just to Know What I Can by Ian Fletcher Thornley off of his folk record, I guess. Just it was titled Secrets. That entire album, if you like that, it's kind of like campfire stuff. Like, it's really, really good. Keep Choons Alive, episode 18. My tip of the hat to Mr. Ian Fletcher Thornley, or Ian Thornley, or Big Wreck, whatever you want to call it. And it's his birthday today. Happy 54th birthday, Ian. Thank you for all the music, sir. Thank you. I decided to play that as a group there with the Ghosts. And then Ian did his Ian Fletcher Thornley Secrets release. And then it was Grace Street. Grace Street is a street name in Toronto where Ian used to live. Hence why he called it Grace Street. Grace, Grace. Sorry, Joel. My bad on the pronunciation. Not Gray. My bad, fam. And shout out to everybody that are once again lurking, working, smoking, drinking, working away. We love lurkers here on Twitch. Thank you, everybody that's viewing live. Thank you so much, everybody. It's really humbling to get people to just to watch this. I know that it's not everybody's cup of tea. I usually stream electronic music on my Twitch channel, but this is the other half of me. This is I'm a punk rocker at heart. I grew up on punk rock. I also grew up on country and all the music that I've been playing on this podcast. And I do artist spotlights like this to the people that really, really stood out to me as I was growing up or as a kid or now type of deal. So this is the reason why I do this. It's just to shine a light on the music that you don't normally hear every day. Excuse me. But it's good stuff. Like Ian, like I said here before, it's criminal that Ian isn't more recognized because he's a hell of a talent. But any touring nowadays is so darn expensive. Like it's just it's actually gross, you know, how the costs are escalating. And you know, I think online events is going to be more precedent in the future as costs go through the roof, because artists want to get their stuff out there. They want to play live, and I get it. So during COVID there, like I seen Ian do his thing there with Big Wreck. They did an online, they did online concerts. Like they literally showed up to a well-known venue in Toronto called El Mocambo. And I'll never forget, I seen it online and I was just like blown away. I'm like, wow, like they're playing, you know, while the entire world is locked down. And a lot of people who are DJs, like myself, I was late to the party. I was, you know, but it's still prevalent here on Twitch. Like you see a lot of, you know, if you don't know the thing on Twitch here with us DJs, like we have a lot of raid trains. We showcase each and every artist. You know, it just goes from account to account, channel to channel. And it's pretty cool. You know, it's kind of leftovers from the pandemic. And I think with us limited few, the janitorial, the custodians of Twitch keep the lights on for this platform, so to speak. So be it, you know. But music appreciators, music lovers, audiophiles, like that's us. We're kind of a motley crew of assortment of people that I've grown to love, you know. And Voodoo Billy there in the chat there live on Twitch says online events are so awesome. No lines to the bathroom, and they all have my favorite snacks. Well said, sir. Well said. For us people that are very, very interested, like introverted, like myself, yeah, this is kind of like a haven. You know, you get to view events, and you don't have to go outside. You don't have to leave your home. You don't have to interact with strangers that are yelling through your ears and whatnot. I got a good taste out there that this last weekend here, I went on a vacation here with my wife, and I helped her out at one of her conventions. She's a jeweler there. It's quite a hobby for her, and I got out of my comfort zone. I actually started talking with people, interacting with people, and I was at a tattoo convention of any, you know, all the conventions in the world, you know, and met lots of great people this last weekend there too in Kelowna. Shout out to everybody in Kelowna, by the way. Shout out to Claire. She tattooed me. I got my first tattoo in like a little over 3 years. Yeah, getting tattoos still suck. Not gonna lie. They still hurt like a bitch, but it's a good kind of pain because you get to showcase off somebody else's talents, and it's on my body forever. So I like having art. I love having art. I'm a huge appreciator for people that can draw, let alone on skin. Just draw. I can draw a mean stick figure, let me tell you. Up next, we're going to go into the next album in the chronological order of Big Wreck. And unfortunately, it was a sad note. Longtime guitarist and founding member Darren Doherty passed away in 2019. I think it was a couple weeks before the release of this album, and for this, but for the Sun. ... But for the Sun. I'm going to play a couple tracks. I opened up this podcast with the opening track on this record, Voices. Hell of an opening track there to kick off a show. You know, I saw them during this tour, and Ian, like literally like before the pandemic, like it was literally 3 months before the pandemic, I actually got to see him live. And he did he did he performed him and the lads there in the band. They performed a Tragically Hip tractor as kind of a tip of the cap there to Gordon Downey. Shout out to Gordon Downey, by the way. I still miss him, man. I miss Brian. So Brian, in a way, this is for you, my friend. Wherever your soul is at, in the ethos, in the universe, hope you're doing well, my friend. Couple more cuts from But for the Sun. Oh, wrong track. Whoops. Let's do that again, shall we? Here's Locomotive, everybody.
I still remember what was said, like burning embers in my head. can't get down. The east side, just a bunch of wannabes. The rest don't count, I can't be found. To get back to the bottom where you ought to be. The west end crowd, they can't get down. The east side, just a bunch of wannabes. The rest don't count, I can't be found. To get back to the bottom where you ought to be.
Oughta Be, a single released in 2021, never got released on an album formerly. Welcome to Keep Tunes Alive. Once again, everybody, my name is John Williams. This is my love letter to music, and my dog wants to play with me after feeding her lunch. Go get it there. Go get it. Go get it, Loons. Never fails. Every time I stream, she wants to be part of it. Go get it. What a dog. She's such a sweetheart. She did miss me there, Joel. She did. She really did. She was actually literally in shock when my wife and I rolled through the doors there of our house here last night. Shout out to my aunt, or to Kara's aunt, or Karen, and to my dad for taking care of our dog. Couldn't do it without you guys. Couldn't make the trip without you guys. So shout out to them. Boy, this dog. If I had her 1/10 of her energy, I'd still be playing music live, and I'd probably be touring here right now. But shout out to my dog Luna. She is one in a billion, one of a kind. She really did miss us. We missed her too. I shout out also to Ian Thornley once again. I'm going to play a track, or a couple tracks of covers that he did. I got this on vinyl probably about, I got it from their website there, probably about a year ago. I still don't have a turntable, and I got to start saving money for a turntable, and so I could play this record live. So it's aptly named Bag of Tricks. It was off of their Albatross tour. They recorded during their Albatross tour. They opened up for Motley Crue. There's like a map of like Western Canada or Manitoba here, and then Northern Ontario. They did a cross Canada tour, and they recorded a whole bunch of stuff, and they pressed it on vinyl. And I was like, yep, yoink. And one of the songs that they did, aptly enough, was called Good Times Roll. It's by the Cars. I'm going to play a couple of covers. Hopefully they clear Twitch. I had never checked them, but if Big Wreck played them, or Big Wreck released them, they should be good to go here. So a Rush cover and the Cars cover come up here right next on Keep Tunes Alive. Wrong track again, Kirk. Here we go. Good job. Good job.
Let the good times roll. Let them knock you around. Let the good times roll. Let them make you a clown. Let them leave you up in the air, and let them brush your rock and roll hair. Let the good times roll. Yeah, So a new mentality, closer to the heart. Yeah, closer to the heart. Yeah. A target for all that else. I've got a way to keep them swimming, a spark that never fails. Bombs away, they never understood. Oh, acres blushing green, just waiting. You're gonna take your pill. Embers fading, you're gonna get your fill. Bombs away, they never understood. Throw your hands in the wind as the fire begins. When it feels like crying, are you still the same? Some land and find something to build. The rest of it can just burn away with the cultures that we killed. Bombs away, they never understood. Throw your hands in the wind as the fire begins. When it feels like crying,
Fall Over from Big Wreck's 7.3. Keep tunes alive. Welcome in, folks. I've been debating what to play here to finish off this artist spotlight. I played Bombs Away, which is 7.1. For their 7th album, Big Wreck decided to split it up into EPs, 5-song EPs, which is kind of brilliant in a way. Ian said behind the reasoning behind it was just to shine a light on groups of songs rather than the whole album and get lost in the wash, which is kind of a brilliant idea. I can dig that big time. I can dig that. You can shine a light on cuts like that last one. It was called Fall Over. It was off of 7.3, the third EP release of quote unquote their 7th album. Pretty genius. And it just, some of the songs on those EPs were very deep. Like that last one was definitely a deep cut. It was not meant for radio. I was debating whether just to play another one that was released as a single. I decided not to. So, I said just what the heck with it, see where it goes. I am not going to play any cuts off their last album. It was released in 2025. The Rest of the Story, it's called. It was released in 2025. I think they're writing new music now. I'm not sure. Can't put a finger on it just yet. But I would assume they're writing new music. They're probably going to release something in 2027. Who knows? I think they got a summer tour going on here right now. And I noticed that a couple of their old, quote-unquote, Thornley counterparts, like Paul Onetta, he played in Thornley and then got added in to the lineup with Big Wreck, along with Brian Doherty, back in 2010. Hell of a guitar player, by the way. And I see he left the band there in 2017, and then I guess he's touring with the band here now. He's a touring member, but he's not a full-time member. And Chris Cadell, if you live in the Toronto area, hell of a musician. And I don't know how he hooked up with Big Wreck, but I guess he was known as playing in a cover band. That's how I discovered him, like off of Instagram. And another great guitarist, man. And the man can sing too. Like, he can really rip it up. His gag reels on Instagram when they're touring, like kind of it's so fucking stupid, but it's hilarious at the same time. He plays like Mike McDonald, I think it is, or it's a famous American artist there. He plays the piano, but he plays all the wrong chords. He can't play piano to save his life, I'm assuming. Or maybe, I don't know. It just, the gag reels on Chris's Instagram is second to none, let me tell you. I'm not going to play anything from their last release, but I am going to play something brand spanking new that Ian was part of. Now, longtime producer Nick, I'm going to butcher the pronunciation of his last name, but Nick Raskalinks. I hope I pronounced that right. He just literally released something here this last Friday. It's got Ian on vocals and guitar. I think Nick is playing the bass. And Nick also produces. And he's a longtime producer. He, I think he produced, what the heck is that band's name? It was a super group. It was with Richard Patrick, the DeLeo brothers from STP, and Ray Luzier, who's playing the drums on this track. Oh, heck, what was it? It was Army of Anyone. That's the name of the group. Hell of a. It was only a one-shot release. Brilliant album, by the way. And Ray Luzier is a full-time member of Korn. He took over from David Severia, I think back in the late 2000s, when they had a fallout with each other, with David and the band, like the rest of the Korn band, Korn members. But yeah. And Ian is also known to help out other bands like the Watchmen. I think he played a private gig with the Watchmen. Joey Serlin couldn't make it for the gig, so Danny Greaves called him and said, "Hey man, come on out and help us out." And Ian said, "Sure, not a problem." So he went out to Winnipeg. I do believe that video is on YouTube somewhere, where they have a couple of songs there with Ian playing on the guitars with the Watchmen. Hell of a video there. I'm pretty darn sure it's still up on YouTube. And like I said there before, Chad Kroger of Nickelback and Ian, they both toured, like both bands toured with each other back in the day. And this is the last song I'm going to play. It's a Nickelback song, but Ian Thornley plays the slide guitar on it. So it just adds that flavor that is second to none. It's called Good Times Gone. I think it's the last track off of Silver Side Up, 2001 Silver Side Up. I think Ian got Nickelback to open up for him there on a tour, maybe. I'm not sure, but the Canadian musician circle is well known. It's very tight circle, I would assume. Everybody kind of knows everybody. So Ian dubbed. He's offered his services to like Monster Truck, the Watchmen, a whole bunch of others I'm missing here, but I just want to say thank you to everybody that's checking this out. Shout out to everybody viewing this live on Twitch. Thank you so much for hanging out with me here today. I know it was kind of cobbled together here. It's the last day of my vacation, and I really wanted just to put out an episode here for you guys that you guys would enjoy. I hope you guys enjoyed the music. Like I said, Ian is not well known outside of Canada, which is a bloody shame, like I said here before. But I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Take care. Bonfire by Nick Raskulinks. And then Nickelback to end us all. Please give this a thumbs up on YouTube if you're viewing this live on YouTube, or viewing this on YouTube, not live. It's all recorded there. But all my VODs for my Twitch performances are on my YouTube at DJ John Williams 78. I will be performing Saturday, Sunday, and Monday on Twitch. Saturday on Cold Storage, and then Sunday and Monday on my own channel. I do believe 9 o'clock Mountain Daylight Time on Cold Storage. I am, as far as I know, I'm performing on Cold Storage this coming weekend. And then a couple raid trains on Sunday and Monday. So please follow me on SoundCloud. All my socials are up in the chat there on Twitch, on SoundCloud, on Instagram, at DJ John Williams. I'm on Threads at DJ John Williams as well. And enjoy the music, everybody. Enjoy Nick's offering. Literally got released here last Friday. And then an oldie from Nickelback. Take care, everybody. Be kind. Share the music that I'm playing here. Share all music, man. Just share it to your friends, enemies, your coworkers, your bosses, to strangers. Say, hey, have you heard of Ian Thornley, or have you heard of Big Wreck? Share the music to them, man. I'm sure one person out there will enjoy the music that I'm playing for the masses here right now. Take care. Be kind. We'll see you soon, everybody. Cheers.
Lost in a